So we're going to be taking the KTM 3090 Super Adventure S Evo on a big trip from London down to Barcelona.
Go back.
Why? Hello guys. Before we dive in, I thought I'd quickly introduce myself if you don't know who I am. I'm Joe, I'm from Flip and Dip. If you don't know what Flip and Dip is, we just make adjustable tail tidies for a lot of motorcycles. So I've done a couple of these trips before. Like last year I rode to Sweden on the Super Duke. The year before that I actually went to Barcelona again. Those two times I literally just sat on the motorways and just blitzed it there. So this time I want to slow down a little bit, take a bit more of a scenic route, actually stop and document it. A lot of people ask me, you know, like, how much did it cost? How did you do it? Did you book this? Did you do this? Did you go in groups? Did you follow a route? So this time I want to show you how I do it. The way I do it is literally by winging it. I don't really book anything. I don't even book the Eurotunnel. I just turn up and get it there on the gate, which a lot of people don't even realize you can do. But for someone like me that's not going to follow an exact route or an exact timings, it gives me so much more flexibility. For example, I can be a bit slower to the ferry or the train, and it doesn't really matter because I'm booking the ticket there. I can get to any hotel because I'm booking it an hour or two before I get to the hotel. I can't imagine anything worse than like booking a hotel really far away, being really tired and knowing I still got to do another 3 hours on the bike. As I'm on my own doing a lot of these journeys, I can literally just, if I feel tired, I can just go, okay, let's book this hotel 30 minutes away or an hour away, and I know like I don't have to push further than I can. So that's why I like to wing these trips. Like I say, I haven't got any hotels booked. I don't know what cities I'm gonna end up in. I know that on Sunday, I'm gonna be leaving early in the morning. I'm gonna get to Dover, I'm gonna get the train. I know that much. And then on that first day, I'm just gonna be going as far south through France on the motorways, as far south as I can get before I get tired. Then on day two, again, it's just about getting to the Pyrenees, because that's the nice bit. So I'm just gonna break the back of the journey, stay on the motorways, blitz it down to the south of France, and then see how south I can get. Once I'm on the edge of the Pyrenees, I'm going from the west side over to the east side of the Pyrenees. I think I'm gonna weave in and out through France, Spain. I don't know exactly the way through the Pyrenees, so I don't know whether I'm gonna be hitting France and Spain or just in Spain. But yeah, I know that I need to get to the other side of the Pyrenees to be near Andorra and then dropping down towards Barcelona towards the end of my journey. Like I mentioned earlier, I always do my trips on the Super Duke, which is like not ideal for these sort of trips. It's a bit more aggro. I have it super loud. I left all the Austin Racing exhaust on it. Loading luggage on it weren't crazy good, but I made it work. I thought it was quite comfortable, to be honest, and to be fair, it did do the job well for me. So instead of taking the Super Duke on this trip, I thought it'd be a bit more appropriate to buy something for these sort of touring trips that I keep doing. And this is a KTM Super Adventure 3090 S Evo, like I mentioned earlier. The S Evo version is no clutch, automatic, and it has the radar on the front of the bike. I know it's controversial, there's no clutch, but it's actually not that bad. You still have the foot shifter, so you can change gears, you can use paddle shift, and you also got like a little click down one here if I do want to downshift. But I'll be honest, I keep it in auto the whole time and I don't really use the shifters that much. It's way more convenient. And obviously, like I mentioned, the radar on the front is super helpful. It's adaptive cruise control, which is the main thing. So it will recognize the car ahead of you and it will adapt your speed to that car, which is for these big trips when I'm mashing motorways, it's gonna be perfect. Obviously, when I get to the mountains and stuff, I won't be using that. I might even stick it in manual mode and enjoy that a bit more, going up and down my gears when I'm actually like bending it around. Other than the things that come on the bike, let me run you through all the other things I've added from the front of the bike to the back, and I'll talk about the luggage last because obviously that's quite important. So starting at the front of the bike, I've got the CarPlay system, super helpful. Obviously, I normally go with a phone mount, which I'm not really gonna use this time. While I'm here, it is a wireless quad lock, but I won't be using that. So the CarPlay is super helpful because as you can imagine, the maps are gonna be on the whole time. And then we have the heated grips. Again, I think it's gonna be nice and warm this year, so I don't think I'll be needing them, but they're nice, they're from Oxford. So they've got like a little heating thing down here. Coming down along the side, I got a Motea crash cage. Obviously KTM do their one, but I think it was always out of stock and super expensive. And someone recommended this Motea one. It's really nice. It's also black, which is what I wanted. I'm a bit clumsy with the bike. I know I'm gonna be dropping it. It is big and heavy and quite tall, I'm not the tallest. So yeah, that is nice. It's pretty snug along the bike as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Obviously this cage then also lets me fit auxiliary lights. So these are Oxford ones. They're really nice. They got a running light and then they also have a high beam control up here so I can adjust that. It's got like 5 clicks of brightness as well. So that's super nice. And the only thing to note on the back of the bike is the flip and dip tail tidy. Obviously this is in a nice normal position at the moment, but I normally run it a bit lower down here, slanted. But when I leave the country, I like to be as reasonable as possible. I don't want any reason to get stopped and pulled over and get fined for. I don't know all the laws of all the countries, so it's just easier to put the plate in a normal position. I'll lock it with the lock and shim because I'm not going to be moving crazy in other countries. So yeah, we'll have it locked on show in a nice normal position. Okay, then lastly, let me just run you through the luggage setup and the camera setup for the trip. So starting from the front, I have a SW Motec tank bag. I've used this for the Sweden trip and the Barcelona trip I've done before. I love it. It's really handy for all your stuff, like all my tickets and ID and stuff will just go in this front pocket. I'm gonna keep essentials and important stuff and valuables in here. So all the camera gear is gonna go in here when I'm not using them. They're gonna go in here. The reason I keep the valuables in here is because it's really easy to just pull off and detach and take with me to a restaurant or whatever. Obviously in the evening, I'll take the rest with me, but when I'm just doing quick stops, it's easy on and off. And again, I can access stuff really easy, you know, battery chargers, all these little pockets, keys. So yeah, SW Motec make a really nice tank bag. I'm happy with that. Working the way back is the Rhino Walk bag. This is like a soft bag. It just straps onto the bike. So we've got it strapped down under the seat. I'm gonna be strapping it to the back of the Lone Rider box. This would just be for clothes and stuff that I shouldn't touch until I'm getting off the bike and I'm in the hotel. So yeah, stuff that I shouldn't be having to take with me. And again, I'm gonna leave it on the bike when I do my little quick stops and go for food and that. I'm not gonna take this off and carry it with me. And it's gonna be non-valuable stuff. So if they wanna steal my pants, they can steal my pants. And then further back, we have the Lone Rider box that you might have recognized. These are super popular. It is really nice, to be fair. It's got the Molly system on the side. The other good thing about this bag is super rigid, it's solid, it's not coming off. It's got loads of storage in here. I'm gonna be keeping all the stuff like the big heavy locks in here, the covers, maybe a spare jacket or whatever. I'm gonna be keeping all the tire inflator, the puncture repair kits, all those sort of things are gonna be in the back box. Like, I'm thinking of like utility stuff are gonna be in the box. Utility, clothes, valuables there. Just to quickly go over the back camera setup, I've got the Insta360 extendable stick. So I'm gonna have the X5 on the back of here. Gonna give me a nice third person view. You're gonna see all the scenery, me. I can also obviously film the back because it's 360. So that's super helpful. I've just got it zip tied to the Lone Rider box and I've got like the clamp down here, which I think that is gonna be absolutely solid. So I'm happy with that. And then on the front, I have a sticky mount for the 360 as well. So I'm gonna keep swapping the 360 between the back and the front. Shots of me, shots of the outside, that's gonna be really good. And obviously I'll just take that off, swap it between the two. As well as that, I've got a GoPro Hero 13, I think now, black maybe. They've got so many with so many names, hard to keep up. It's got a quick release, so I can quickly take that off, charge it, do whatever I need to do. For vlogging, I've actually got a mic in the helmet, so I'll just take this out, plug it into the media mod, and I can talk, and it goes onto the GoPro. GoPro is really good because it will give me 2 audio tracks, one just for the mic and then one for the outside mic of just the road. And then you can blend it as much as you want. You can hear as much of the road as you want or as much as the mic as you want. It's really good. And it also doesn't affect my music. So I can have my music on while I'm talking. I don't have to sacrifice one or the other. Because obviously you can use Cardo as a mic, which I'm not gonna do because it doesn't sound that good. The other good thing about this detachable is I'm gonna use the GoPro for when I'm stopping and talking. I can just take this off, use it like this, just talk to the camera, give you guys the updates of what's going on. That's the plan anyway. Let's see how this goes in the rest of the video. So there you have it. That's the trip plan, loose plan. That's the setup on the bike. I feel pretty confident that I'm good to go. I've got my missus' family down in Spain, in Barcelona. She'll be flying over there and meeting me down there with the baby. I'll be leaving the bike there, chilling out, and then after I'm done, I'll be flying to Sweden for the Madcap week. So yeah, I've got to get on the road in about 3 days to make sure all the timings line up. But yeah, I've given myself plenty of time and follow along. The next video you'll see will be me pulling this bike out and getting down to Dover.
Morning, it's 7:30 Sunday morning. I'm pretty much ready to go. The bike is looking great. We've got the tank bag on. We've got the bag for the clothes strapped on nicely. Here's the Super Duke I mentioned before. I used to do all my touring on. Yeah, not quite ideal with them exhausts, but yeah, this bike is nice and ready. We're gonna get this out, head to Dover or Folkestone, go get the Euro tunnel, and then pretty much just head as far south through France as possible. This is the most boring bit of the journey, is just literally mash motorways, get as far south as possible, find somewhere nice to stay, and then pretty much do the same thing tomorrow. We should be touching the edge of the Pyrenees by then, so let's go.
Randomly taking me through some lanes to get to the Euro tunnel. Yeah, dangerous ones, I know. No idea why it's doing this. Fucking kids in the road and that. Bit early for this level of concentration. We're officially in France, albeit on a train. Alright, let's kill some miles on this motorway. Down to Tours, stopping in France, stopping in Paris most likely, get some food. Yeah, see how we go. It's only a 4.5 hour total journey, which I'm pretty sure I can do a lot more than that. So yeah, let's head that way and get on with it. Look at this shit. Been a crash. Not what I want to see. These tunnels are so cool. Like this bit here. Tours. Place is super nice. Obviously never been here before. Ah, fuck, I'll go left. Yapping too much.
Bonjour. It's Monday morning. I'm all packed and ready to leave this hotel. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Today I'm changing up my gear. I'm going to take the jacket and trousers off. It's about 35 degrees today, which is red hot. Yesterday was pretty bad and it wasn't even this hot. I've also pre-booked a hotel because of the heat. I want to get there as quick as possible, like probably before 3 p.m, 2 p.m, because yesterday that's when it was the hottest. So yeah, pre-booked a hotel, gonna fly down there, relax a little bit, do a bit of video editing, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to get there early today. Let's go on the road. We are back on the bike. Got the tunes on. The cyclist pulling out on us. Says 4.5 hours now instead of 5. That half hour going straight at the hotel. It is super nice and warm and it's 8:30 in the morning. So by 12, I'm gonna be roasted. I've actually put some sun cream on because I've got my naked arms out. Come on, come on. Come on, let's go. Gotta go mountains, mate. Yeah, but what a nice little town. Tours. Don't know if it's a city or a town. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if it's a city or a town, but it's very nice. I mean, I arrived on a Sunday, so get on the back of the bike. That's crazy, hitchhiking. I don't think I've ever seen a hitchhiker. Tough scenes, that. Don't know what's going on here. Right. Yeah, I'd actually take a hitchhiker. I think it'd be quite funny. Let's see if I can change the route a little bit. Oh, right in front of a dead pigeon. Right. When was that 5-hour one? Oh, just went over the bird. I forgot about that. Finally see some mountains after 2 days. This means we're getting close. 20 minutes out of the hotel. Good morning again. I'm basically in France still, but right on the edge of the Pyrenees now. I'm sort of near Bayonne and Saint-Sebastian, but all the way from here should be nice roads now. I've done all the motorway mileage. I've smashed all that out. Weren't too bad. I'm a little bit tired, to be fair. I look a bit tired, but yeah, my views are looking a lot better than they did yesterday at that train station. Yeah, super nice. Even got a pool in this hotel. I didn't bring any swim trunks, so that was pointless. But yeah, I'm ready to jump on the bike now. I've got a friend who's about an hour away, so we're gonna go see him first. He's in Pau, and then from there we're gonna drop down into Spain and then follow a route from there. Let's go. You said, mate.
Canteen if you want.
Oh, we're just cigarettes. You're not eating them today? No cigarettes for breakfast?
Yeah, I've had about 5.
Nice.
What are you saying?
Well, good, mate. I'm heading to Spain, technically. Gonna go past through a fat tunnel, I think he said. The road's obviously already looking better. I see mountains, so, and I'm heading that way. So it's all looking good from here.
going to a town that my girlfriend's dad suggested. And then after that, Artie suggested this other spot, which is like a lake, and he said you could chill there, waste half of today, so it's all looking good. Should be more relaxing riding, albeit got to concentrate still. Not really throwing this bike around in the lanes that much, to be honest with you. I took it to Wales, but that was pretty relaxed. I just know, compared to my Super Duke, that this feels a lot bigger and harder to tip in. I've definitely not done it with all this weight on it as well, but I think I'll take it pretty easy, pretty relaxed. Bend it a little bit, but not pushing it. But it should be fine. That's in one car, isn't it? Jinxed it. Hello guys. Wasn't expecting that for some reason. Hello. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh, fucking get out of the way. Hello. Man, I know where these lot. Am I parking in that? Huh?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
English?
Non.
What's the matter?
Interdit, hein?
Ah, no understand.
Demi-tour. T'as pas le droit là.
What? I don't
Pas le
understand.
droit. It's interdit. Prohibidat. It's interdit de monter là.
I'm not allowed.
No.
How did you get here?
Go back to the lake to Redon. You have passed the barrier.
Yeah.
Barrier.
Yeah.
You have passed the barrier.
I paid. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Ticket.
You.
He said I pay when I go back.
$200 for
For photos. No, I stop and take photos. You okay? Calm down. Tranquilo.
you go back.
I will go back, see.
If you go back, I not
It's just a mistake. It's okay. Hold on.
if you don't go back, I take this police.
Hold on. Slow down. Hold on. Oh my god, to the police. Well, I looked at it, I guess. There's loads of people here. What's he talking about? So I don't know why, but I gotta go back. I'm not allowed to be there between like before 9 or after 6. I'm allowed to go there, which makes the worst sense. Apparently, it's about $200 fine, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll be honest. Let's find out what happens at the bottom, eh? Or waste time. So it turns out the guy on the gate didn't really give a shit. He just explained it was reservation and you can't drive there. Thanks, I, for that recommendation. That was useless. But yeah, I am gonna head back to the hotel now. It's 30 minutes away, and I would say that I have low fuel. It's only 20 kilometers and I got 70 kilometers of fuel, so I think I'll be alright. The roads have been great. There's so many hairpins, that's the worst thing. Hairpins always make my bum quiver. But yeah, gonna fly back and go relax. I'll see you at the hotel. there's a ask. Mate, had a long day. Good morning. It is 8:30 Wednesday morning. I'm somewhere. I don't know. I'm in France. I'm in the mountains somewhere. Nowhere in particular. Somewhere in the mountains. Look, there you go. I mean, like a little ski resort, I think. It's like a little lodge chalet. It's quite nice. Yesterday was good fun. Loads of mountain passes, loads of country lane looking style roads. There was no one around. I barely saw any bikes. It was a good day. Loads and loads of rides. I done about 4 or 5 hours on the bike and didn't really do that much mileage because it weren't motorways. So yeah, it was good. Hoping for the same again today. We're going to work our way towards Andorra. I'm just following a little guide that I found. But yeah, going to go Andorra, see how I feel. If I've still got loads of energy, I'll ride down to Barcelona from there. But it's about 2-3 hours off Andorra, so I don't know how I'm going to feel. If I'm tired, I'm just going to get a hotel at Andorra and then work the way down the next day. So yeah, jump on a bike. When I say guide, what I actually mean is ChatGPT. So it's actually done a bunch of Waze links, which eventually end up in Andorra. That's why I don't know how long it's going to take. But if I click on this now, don't do that. Yeah, 10 minutes away. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Well, let's have a go. Also finally back in all my gear, trousers, jacket. Obviously it's too hot the last 2 days. I think I would have died of heat stroke before I died of crashing and falling off a cliff. Just drove a bit more sensibly. But yeah, back in the gear today. The mornings are chilly anyway. I think the temperature will be a bit more relaxed today, like towards Andorra, so pipe downshifted. Ugh. Should already have it in manual mode, but creature comforts.
couple of hairpins, which I'm sure no one loves. Fun to look at her. Absolutely never catch me riding up a hill like this. And the bikes must be good, but they're still insane. See if we can catch up to the bikes. Slow. Another reason I don't like going in groups. Could be too slow, could be too fast, to be honest. Coming my way now. At least I can go my own pace. We're now officially in Spain. I think I am not going back to France now because we're gonna... Oh, no, this idiot. What are you doing, man? Why'd you do it there? Wow. Yeah, we're officially in Spain. And I think the next stop will be Andorra, and we stay on the south side of the Pyrenees. Look at this. Fuck off. All kicking off in Spain. Yeah, we're staying south now. Done with France. Working our way back down the mountain. I actually don't know where I'm going. But there's nowhere else ready to go, is there? Then just follow it down, so carry on carrying it on. I've somehow run back into the guys from earlier, the KTM and the BMW. Somehow I'm behind them. I didn't stop and check my maps. I'm actually offline, so I have no idea where I'm going. I have a rough direction, but can't load my next stop because I'm on edge. I'm following these for now, for a laugh. Jesus.
guys. That's cool. I've just finished having lunch in a little town of Sort in a bar called Fart, which is strange. I'm like 1 hour from Andorra, which is pretty close, and that's where my final destination was going to be. So I don't really fancy stopping in 1 hour because it's only about, it's 1 o'clock now, so I'd be finishing my day at 2. And my girlfriend's family is like 3 hours, 3.5 hours from here, which is a lot more what I would probably do. So I think, you know, I've done a lot of riding today, super nice again, all day mountains. So I think I'll probably just cap it off by just stopping and going to the family instead of just stopping in Andorra and then being like 2.5 hours from her anyway. You might as well just finish the trip all the way there. And save staying overnight somewhere else. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get back on the road, stop in an hour and a half somewhere in the middle, have some lunch, and then yeah. Oh, there's my friends from earlier, look. You okay? Hello again. Hello again. You okay? Hang on. You good? Hello again. You okay?
Enjoy, my friend. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you, man.
Stay safe.
Take it easy, yeah? Literally no one around on these roads. Been on it 10 minutes. Nothing ahead of me. This road is so nice. Literally left, right, all perfectly tarmacked. Just stopped off at a petrol station after tearing up them lanes. Probably only literally about an hour. Jesus Christ. Probably only about an hour and a half from where I need to be towards the end of the trip now. Yeah, it's been good. Been easy. You don't even do that much miles, so the petrol's not even been that bad either. Do a lot of time, just not a lot of mileage, I think, because it's all twisty. Don't know where I am. Yeah, what a sick trip. I'd love to do a loop of the Pyrenees. So loop back around now, touch Andorra, go back through France, but yeah, stay there for another day, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up my water, get back on the road, finish this trip. Hour and a half left. Been good. So, finally made it. I'm off the bike, I'm done. Based in Barcelona, about 10 minutes away from the family house, just waiting for them to arrive. Obviously Alba's flying on
on the plane, so just waiting for her to get here. Yeah, that was a lot of mileage. I looked up on the screen here. So look, I got 1,950 kilometers. That's about 1,200 miles for us English people. And yeah, I've done the math on the how much fuel I've used and all this sort of stuff, and it equates to about 200 English pound for those 4 days, semi-gunning it. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. £200 for 4 days, with me just blowing 2 days of full motorways. It's not so bad. In the, like I say, in the mountains you don't really do that much mileage, so I was only topping up like once in the day, so yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go chill, rest. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed all the views and the scenes. It's so accessible to do something like this. You just got to blow through France or jump on that ferry from Santander. But yeah, it's so easy to go through the Pyrenees. The roads, just follow anything and you'll end up on a nice lane. So yeah, I implore everyone to get out there, ride their bikes. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you about.